Numbers chapter 7, the offering at the tabernacle construction. On the day when Moses had finished setting up the tabernacle and had anointed and consecrated it with its furnishings and had anointed and consecrated the altar with its utensils, the chiefs of the Israel, heads of the fathers' houses, who were the chiefs of the tribes, who were over those who were listed, approached and brought their offerings before the Lord. 6 wagons, 12 oxen, a wagon for every two of the chiefs, and for each one an ox. They brought them before the tabernacle. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Accept these from them, that they may be used in the service of the tent of meeting," and gave them to the Levites, to each man according to his service. So Moses took the wagons and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave to the sons of Gershon according to the service, and 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari according to the service, under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. And the sons of Kohath he gave none, because they were charged with the service of holy things that to be carried on the shoulder. And the chiefs offered offerings for the dedication of the altar on the day that it was anointed. And the chiefs offered the offerings before the altar. And the Lord said to Moses, "They shall offer the offerings, one chief each day, for dedication of the altar. He who offered his offering the first day that was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab of the tribe of Judah, and his offering was 1 silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old for the burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nahshon the son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel the son of Zuar, the chief of Issachar, made an offering. He offered for his offering 1 silver plate whose weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, and bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 lamb goat for a sin offering. The sacrifice of the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nathaniel the son of Zuar. On the third day, Eliab the son of Helon, the chief of the people of Zebulun, his offering was 1 silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil with the grain offering. For the grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old for burnt offerings, 1 male goat for a sin offering, for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliab the son of Helon. On the fourth day, Eliezer the son of Shedar, the chief of the people of Reuben, his offerings was 1 silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 male goat a year old for the burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliezer the son of Shedar. On the fifth day, Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai, the chief of the people of Simeon, his offering was 1 silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 1 golden dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 1 lamb a year old for a burnt offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old, and was the offering of Shemuel the son of Zeruiah. Zeruiah. On the sixth day, Eliasaph, the son of Deuel, the chief of the people of Gad, his offerings was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin for 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. One golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from a herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old, and this was the offering Eliasaph the son of Duel. On the seventh day, Elishama the son of Ammihud, the chief of the people of Ephraim. His offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, and for sacrifice of peace offerings, 5 oxen, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Ammihud. On the eighth day, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, the chief of the people of Manasseh. His offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixed with oil for a grain offering, one silver dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb of a year old, of a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs a year old, was the offering of Gamaliel the son of Padazur. On the ninth day, Abidan the son of Gideoni, the chief of the people of Benjamin, his offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, one golden dish of shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old, for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, with sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideoni. On the 10th day, Ahuzah, the son of Ammishaddai, the chief of the people of Dan, his offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels, full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old, for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, for the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pigel, the son of Okran, of the people of Asher, the chief of people of Asher, his offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour, mixing with oil for a grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one lamb a year old for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year. This was the offering of Pigel the son of Okran. On the 12th day, Ahara the son of Anan, the chief of the people of Naphtali, his offering was one silver plate whose weight was 130 shekels, one silver basin of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. According to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for grain offering, one golden dish of 10 shekels full of incense, one bull from the herd, one ram, one male lamb a year old for a burnt offering, one male goat for a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old, and this is offering Ahira the son of Enan. This is the dedication of offering from the altar on the day which it was anointed from the chiefs of Israel. 12 silver plates, 12 silver basins, 12 golden dishes, each silver plate weighing 130 shekels, and each basin 70. All the silver of the vessels 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. 5 golden dishes full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the dishes being 120 shekels, all the cattle for the burnt offering, 12 bulls, 12 rams, 12 male lambs a year old, with the grain offering, and 12 male goats with sin offering. All the cattle of the sacrifice of the peace offering, 24 bulls, the ram 60, the male goat 60, male lambs a year old 60. This was the dedication of offering from the altar after it was anointed. And when Moses went into the tent of meeting to speak with the Lord, he heard the voice speaking to him from above the mercy seat. This was the ark of testimony from heaven between the two cherubim, and it spoke to him. Psalm 42, Book 2. Why are you cast down, O my soul, to the quiet master, a Michal of the sons of Korah? As the deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? My tears have been my food, day and night, while they say to me all the day long, where is your God? These things I remember, as I pour out my soul, how I would go with the strong, and lead them in procession to the house of God, with great shouts and songs of praise, a multitude keeping festival. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. My soul is cast down within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of Jordan and of Hermon, my Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the roar of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have gone over me. By day the Lord commands his steadfast love, and at night he sings with his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do you go mourning because of the suppression of the enemy? As with the deadly wound in my bones, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me all day long, where is your God? Why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him. My salvation is my God. Psalm 43. Send out your light and your truth. Vindicate me, O God, defend my cause. Against an ungodly people, from the deceitful and unjust man deliver me. For you are the God in whom I take refuge. When have you come? Why have you rejected me? Why do you go about mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill and to your dwelling. Then I will go to the altar of God, to the God of my exceeding joy. I will praise you with the lyre, O God, my God. Why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, and I shall again praise him, my salvation, my God. Song of Solomon, chapter 5. I came to my garden, my sister, my bride. I gathered my myrrh with my spices. I ate my honeycomb with honey. I drank my wine with my milk. Eat, my friends, drink, and be drunk with love. The bright teaches were beloved. I slept, but my heart was awakened. A sound, my beloved is knocking. Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my perfect one, for my head is wet with dew, my locks with the drops of the night. I've put off my garments. How could I put it on? I had bathed my feet. How could I soil them? My beloved put his hand to the latch, and my heart was filled within me. I arose to open to my beloved, and my hands dripped with myrrh, and my fingers poured liquid myrrh on the handles of the bolt. I opened to my beloved, and my beloved had turned and gone. My soul failed me when he spoke. He sought me, but found. I sought him, but found him not. I called him, but he gave no answer. A watchman found me as they went about in the city. They beat me, they bruised me, they took away my veil. That watchman on the walls, I adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that you may tell him, I'm sick with love. Others, what is your beloved more than another beloved? The most beautiful among women. What is your beloved more than another beloved? That you thus adjure us. The bride praises the beloved. My beloved is radiant and ruddy, distinguished among 10,000s. His head is the finest gold. His locks are wavy, black as a raven. His eyes are like doves beside streams of water, bathed in milk, sitting beside a full of pool. His cheeks are like beds of spices, mounds of sweet-smelling herbs. His lips are lilies dripping with myrrh. His arms are rods of gold set with jewels. His body is polished ivory, bedecked with sapphires. His legs are alabaster columns set on bases of gold. His appearance is like Lebanon, choice as the cheap cedars. His mouth is most sweet, and he is altogether desirable. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughter of Jerusalem. Hebrews chapter 5. For every high priest chosen from among men is appointed to act on behalf of men in relation to God to offer gifts and sacrifices for sins. He can deal gently with the ignorant and upward, since he himself is beset with weakness. Because of this, he is obligated to offer sacrifice for his own sins, just as he does for those of the people. And no one takes his honor for himself, but only when it's called by God, just as Aaron was. So also Christ did not exalt himself to be made a high priest, but was appointed by him who said to him, You are my son, today I have begotten you. So he says also in another place, You are a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek. In the days of his flesh, Jesus offered up prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to him who was able to save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverence. Although he was a son, he learned obedience through what he had suffered, and being made perfect, he became a source of eternal salvation to all who obeyed him, being designated by God a high priest after the order of Melchizedek, warning against apostasy. About this, we have much to say, and it is hard to explain since you have become dull of hearing. For though by this time you ought to be teachers, you need someone to teach you again the basic principles of the oracles of God. You need milk, not solid food. For everyone who lives on milk is unskilled in the words of righteousness, since he is a child. But solid food is for the mature, those who have their powers of discernment trained by constant practice to distinguish good from evil.